Hey, what's up, guys? Peace. I haven't made a video in a really long time, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this. Just noise, man, noise. Let me just quickly. Okay, that's better. I get distracted right now, but I'm gonna make this as quick as possible because I have a lot of stuff I need to do. I'm still here. I'm still going hard. This semester has been the busiest semester I've ever had. Like, and that's one reason why I haven't been really maintaining. But I just want you guys to know that I'm still. It's because I'm putting in as much work as I can. I'm really trying to get A's, all A's this semester, and really trying to bring up that GPA to 3.6 or higher. I have a lot of things to write, and it's crazy. Let me not try to drag off. But yeah, I just came back from church. We were having a health program. I gave a presentation on vegetables in Creole. It was hard, and I didn't think that I would be doing it by myself. But I wasn't supposed to do it by myself, but I uh, ended up doing it by myself, and it was pretty interesting. It's weird, man. Like after I gave that presentation, there were people asking me questions. Well, there was this one lady who was asking me some questions about celery, and these these really little things, but as a as someone going into or has an interest in health, answering these questions are very important because there's some people who do not know many of the important things about health. There's some people who don't know anything about hemoglobin, that it requires iron, therefore you have to take iron in from your diet, and how a lot of these vegetables have, or certain vegetables do have iron in them, things like that. So uh, let's digress. School. So I'm taking biochemistry, taking molecular cell biology. What else am I taking? And I'm taking an intro to neuroscience class, and I'm taking a neuroscience lab. So biochemistry, it's wow, 5 hour credit class. We're going so fast. Personally, I stopped going to lecture because she goes so fast, and uh, I I just recently stopped going. I still see the professor though because I have this project that I have to do that she gives honor students. She gives honor students a case study, and it's actually due next week. We were given it the assignment in the beginning of the year, but beginning of the semester, but I just had so much other things to do. I haven't been keeping up. I've made an outline, but I'm gonna really try to hammer it down and finish it, and so I can turn it in on Friday. Now that's that biochem, very interesting. I think it's a class that it is so important, man. Biochemistry is so important. It's not even funny. Like a lot of those things we learn in there about the, you know, uh, basically biological processes we learn in Bio 1 at the chemistry level. There's mechanisms. When enzymes react, it's not just magic. It's not just bind to this substrate and then this, you know, fructose 6 phosphate turns into 1,6 fructose bisphosphate. There's a actual reaction that happens, and that's why organic chemistry is important, because you learn the mechanisms that occur. If you're taking orgo, a lot of these carbonyl reactions you learn, oxidizing primary secondary alcohols, it happens in the citric acid cycle. You have a certain compound, I forgot what it's called, we're learning it right now. It is a oxidation of a secondary alcohol, which gives you a ketone. We learned it in orgo 2, and we're seeing it in this enzyme that is present in the citric acid cycle. Very important stuff. Molex let me not talk about Molex. Um, what else? 4 minutes. Let me not make this too long. What else? intro to neuroscience classes. Neuroscience, we're going into the nervous system. Well, we started off going into action potentials, how that occurs. Really deep into it. Right now, we're getting more so into pathways. I feel like that's what distinguishes the major from other sciences. Meaning, like the brain, it's like when you look at it, it's a big organ located in your cranium. When if you ever remove it, it just looks like a big blob of white stuff. But there are pathways that have been determined from research. Very fantastic, brilliant people, neuroscientists. But just pathways, just even your visual system. There's neurons that are going from your eyes, make a track to the optic nerve, and then it goes to a nucleus, which is a bundle of cell bodies in the midbrain, and then that projects to the primary visual cortex and the occipital lobe. But even from there, it can go so many other places: the hypothalamus, the midbrain. Like, the brain is a highly integrated organism. I could go all day, but I see it's very important. It comes to the fact that if there's a lesion in a certain area of the brain, you have an idea of what processes can occur. Can this person still see? Maybe the person can still see, but not be able to process certain visual stimuli, or not be able to remember certain visual things, right? Things associated with vision. It's insane stuff. Neuroscience lab, we're doing experiments on crayfish specifically, because also called crawfish. They have a huge nerve cord compared to other organisms, and also it's an invertebrate, meaning that it's easy to dissect the nerve cord out. There's no spinal column that is protecting the nerve cord. Very interesting stuff. We're doing electrophysiology, which is basically recording the action potentials with electrodes. Let me digress from school. I'm just still going. When I finish, I have even now, tomorrow, even now, like when I finish making this video, I gotta go over this lesson, Bible study lesson that I'm gonna go over for this youth program that we have tomorrow morning with the youth at our church. But it's like after then I'll be able to study. So I'm just keeping myself busy. There's a lot of awesome things that's been happening this semester, a lot of stress, but I've been meeting some very amazing people. Like, you don't even know. I could go on and on, but let me not make this video too long. Let me just go ahead and stop it here. Yeah, if you shoot me a comment, tell me how you guys are doing. If you really want to add me on Facebook, I'll put a link in the description field. I'll also put a link to my Twitter. On my Twitter, I'll tweet a lot of medical related things. I've been reading a lot of things about Ebola. It is not transmitted airborne. It is not an air. I hate when people say that. Like the CDC specifically says that it is not a virus that is transmitted airborne, specifically through bodily fluids, meaning your any blood, any mucous membrane lining for it's just and yeah, sometimes some people don't trust the CDC, whatnot, but blah blah blah, whatever. Let me not go through that. This video is getting long. Yeah, send me a message, hit me up, blah blah blah, ask me questions. I love you guys. Tell me how you guys are doing. Wow, this video is getting long. Let me just stop. Peace. Yeah, peace. Stay positive, stay awesome, and keep grinding. Semester's almost done. All right. Stay awesome.